Who we missing?
Hetty, he's in the room, but he's...
Who?
Hetty, but he's a trapper.
Hetty.
Chris.
Oh.
The lesser of the two Chris's.
I was just going to say, the Chris's.
Well, what makes Michigan so tough to go against?
Well, they are excellent defensively, and I think that starts when you've got, a 7-1 guy protecting the rim, but also a point guard as tough and ferocious as Xavier Simpson. And then you look at their athleticism on the wing with Poole and Matthews, and that's just the defensive part. Then you put their offensive prowess and system. I mean, Coach Beeline can system whip you, and he's taken 40 years to put together a system that he's crafted and never been an assistant coach, and has really done a masterful job. And that's why they played for 2 national championships in my time in this league. So I think that's what makes Michigan very tough.
Have you seen the change in their offense just with the way they play defense this year? Maybe it seems like they're not scoring as much, or maybe not.
Yeah, anytime you spend so much energy on good defense, naturally your defensive possession lasts longer, which is okay, but it expends some energy and you're not always as effective. Now, I'm not diagnosing Michigan or anything like that, but at the same time, it's natural.
Yeah. Besides making shots, what are some things that you have to do to have success against that defense?
We have to be aggressive, and last year I thought they did a good job of mixing up their screen and roll coverages, and I thought we got frustrated with that in the Big Ten tournament, obviously. So we gave them a couple different looks. We broke down what we think they'll do and tried to teach it just better, and hopefully we're ready for it.
You expect them to come out pretty angry and
well, it's their senior night too, right?
Yeah.
And well, yeah, I mean they're playing for a conference championship. They can't afford to lose, but we should be able to play loose and free because we've got nothing to lose. They've got a lot more at stake than we do, so let's just go and let it go, baby. Let's play hard.
At a certain point, do you almost approach these games as to go back to your mid-major
free money?
days?
Free money? No.
Do you go back to your mid-major days of like, all right, here's what we have to do to be the little dog?
Well, so let's just say you're the underdog, all right? And whether you're I've been the underdog a lot, right? So let's just say you're the underdog. There is a way you think to win every game, right? You feel that way. But so sometimes you have to figure that out in the game. You certainly go in trying to attack mismatches and trying to figure out what you think they'll do, and you have that little match going. But at the end of the time, you got to figure out in game too, and that's what we've told the guys is, what can't happen is you think you're ready and you go in and all of a sudden somebody undiagnosed hits their first 2 threes, and now we wonder what happened. You got to fight through that, and we did that at Penn State, and certainly that's I think what I'm emphasizing the most.
How do you match up against this team, Tim, when you look at your squad and what you guys do?
I think getting to Brogdasius is really important. I think Roby on him is an important matchup, and I like that. I think Isaiah can rise to the occasion. That's really important. Glenn and Xavier, I think, were a good matchup too last year. Palmer had some success against Charles Matthews. I'm not saying those are favorable matchups, but I think that they're similar.
You try and get Glenn off the ball maybe a little more?
Some. I mean, I think you have to look at a little bit of everything, and we tried to get him off the ball a little more against Purdue, and I thought that was okay. And James can handle facilitating sometimes, takes a little pressure off him also.
What have you just seen from your guys the last few days? What have they shown you?
They've practiced really hard, and again, their attention to detail has been very good. They know what's at stake with Michigan, and really it comes down to finding that way to win. How do you come out on top with a difficult road game? And I think they've approached it in a good manner.
You guys have lost 4 in a row in terms of road games. Do you change the approach or the schedule or anything?
I didn't, so no.
With it being Michigan and then Michigan State right afterwards, Tim, do you have to do anything to make sure you don't get too overwhelmed with the week ahead that you have?
The only thing is my wife was so disappointed when she found out I wasn't staying in Michigan for the entire week. You're coming home? I said, sorry to disappoint you, honey. No, not really, because they're 2 high-quality opponents, and it doesn't matter if you're flying to Timbuktu or Ann Arbor. You've got to be ready to compete against these guys. They're well-coached, highly talented teams, and so you got to be ready to go and compete.
Is James going to be in D.C. over the weekend? Or
yes. Yes.
What are you looking to get for production-wise off of your bench coming up?
Well, I thought our bench was as good as they've been offensively and defensively against Purdue, and certainly need that and even more, right? So as we go through this, I think every guy's just got to be ready to step up and rise to his opportunity. For no good reason, Thorir didn't get in the game, but I met with him like, you got to get ready, and I think he will be ready because you never know who's going to step up and be able to make some plays for you. But if Amir can continue to trend up, I think that's a good sign for us.
Tim, I know you can't speak specifically on some high school players in the area, but are you aware what happened last night with the different games that took place in district action?
Yes.
Can you talk about how there was a team, it was on national news.
Yeah, I saw it on national news
so
also.
How cool is that Nebraska high school
No, it's great. I feel bad for Tim Cannon and his team, but one of my coaches was there, and but what's great about Nebraska basketball, I think, is I believe that the brand is getting better and better and better in high school basketball with the AU basketball and in college also. You look at what Omaha is doing, and I think that's important to have that run. You look at the attendance at Creighton and Nebraska and the support that those teams are getting. I think that's really important, and it's good to be a part of.
Anything else for Coach?